All right, good morning everyone. We are out here in Des Moines, Iowa right now, about to start on a brand new pondless tear out redo. Let me show you what we're working with right now. So this homeowner has had this for quite a while now, and they're just thinking it's time for a little revamp. They've seen, according to her, all of our videos, and she loves what we do, so she decided to spice things up, get things a little renovated, up to date, kind of go with more our style, and that's what we're going to do here. This one should be a fun one. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all this flag in here, and we're just going to kind of beach out the basin, make it go straight into this little patio area. Another little tidbit that we're doing is she's got this kind of preformed pond here that she really likes, so kind of in the same area, not quite the same footprint, we're going to put a really deep pooling section into her pondless. That way she can still get all of the aquatic plants that she wants, and potentially fish. Yeah. Another thing, we've got this really cool seating area way over here, and they currently have almost zero view of the waterfalls at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this top fall, and we're going to kind of set it back in here, pointing this way. That way they get the look and the sound pointing at their main viewing angle as well. So yeah, as long as we can hit all those goals, keep the homeowner happy, be happy with what we've built, should be a job well done. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, little progress update. Pond is out. Most of the boulders are out. All we have are these massive pieces of flag. All right, so this right here looks like nothing now other than a pile of sand, but it's the homeowner likes to do these little rock gardens, which we have a footage from before I tore it out. Yeah, basically it's just a bunch of sand down there, and then you point up all the rocks and you can get plants to grow in and out of it. So yeah, we're taking that out, but we're keeping the sand and the rocks so she can come back in and reuse it somewhere else in her yard or right here. We'll see. I'm excited to see what they do with it. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on now, is just tearing this out. Brady's working on getting the preform pond out, and then we'll be able to start rocking in. We got about a quarter of the rocks out of the trailer and all the rocks from the old system. So hopefully we get waterfall, 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 waterfall. All right, now that we got pretty much everything torn out that we're going to tear out, because we're leaving this basin as is, we'll clean up the rock, all that, and get rid of the excess. But now we'll be able to pull this bush out, get our rock work in here. We can use plenty of this liner here to get our flop in with our new liner that goes all the way up. We'll be able to do a little bit of minor dirt work under here. And we've got a little bit of dirt on site, brought a little with us, enough to backfill behind this waterfall. Get to that next one. This pooling area is going to be just about as deep, I'm guessing, but not quite as far back, just because, you know, you get too much out of the way and that's going to become a dead zone, and you're not going to get enough flow, and stuff's just going to settle there and make the pondless look nasty. We got the heavy, unfun stuff out of the way. Now it's time to start getting creative, doing some building, doing the fun stuff, the stuff we're here for. Stick of dynamite could have done what we've done all morning, but too close to the house. first set of falls pretty much done. Now we're on to the next one, the one that's coming out of that pooling area back there. It's going to be a little bit smaller, not much of a viewing angle. I might do more of like a rapid style where it's 1-2 drops, just like little tiny ones, just to give it some motion as it whips back around here. And then also that way, even though it's not a huge one, you still get a decent fall to look at from that big old window right up there. All right, so in this system we're going to be reusing the homeowner's previous pump, which is this little guy right back here. You got him tucked out of the way. At best it pushes about 2,300 gallons an hour, but with the head pressure that we're going to have with the 2.5 feet of elevation change and about a 15-ish foot stream, I'm guessing it's going to be below 2,000 gallons an hour. Somewhere between 15 to 18. I'm not a mathematician, but I haven't done the math on it. But yeah, anyways, with that being said, when we build systems like this with small pumps like that, we always build for the pump that they have, but then also the next upgrade. So when their pump goes bad, we're going to recommend for this one probably an AquaSurge 2 to 4. So the lowest setting is going to be pushing what that one can push, and the highest setting is going to be pushing double. So because of that, we build our waterfalls as wide as we would for the 2 to 4 while still making it look good with only the 2,000-ish gallons coming over it. So once we get a larger pump on this, it should sheet out all over this. Water should come off the whole thing. With this current pump, I'm expecting some that can run off here, but the majority of it that come off here and kind of crash off that. So yeah, another good reason for going with larger size waterfalls is that it runs better in the winter, and then that way when they increase the flow in the future, or if they increase the flow in the future, they're not limited to that little tiny weir waterfall stone, because when you increase the flow and there's not a big gap for it to get through, water just pools up behind it, and then it can flow up and over the liner where we don't want it to. So yeah, so we build for current situation and hopefully future bigger, better. Okie doke, wrapping up on day 1. We got 2.5 waterfalls built. 1 waterfall, 2 waterfall, half waterfall. Yeah, this one, it's nice because it got us our elevation for that rock, so this one can be a decent size drop there, as well as it'll give the stream some texture. If it raises water level more than I'd like and takes away from that waterfall, we can just pop that rock. It'll look good. This one is real nice because you have a nice view from this window here. Tomorrow, we'll start up on the pooling area. Hopefully we can get everything basically rocked in. And if we have to come back the 3rd day, it's just that finishing touches. day 3. We're gonna finish this up today. We got it going. Look at that, pretty gorgeous. I'm just kidding, we ran it overnight just to make sure water level wouldn't drop. I shut it off, that's the last trickling down. But yeah, yesterday we got the rest of the waterfalls rocked in. At least still got a little more rock work to do. Gonna do some touch-up work in here, a little rock, couple rocks there, some up there, and then it's on to cut and tuck, get rid of that liner, get it out of here. Gotta bring in a little more dirt, then finish this thing out, and I will show you what it looks like when it's ready to be seen. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, here she is. A little more grade work, some cut and tucking going on, obviously. And then we're gonna get some flat stones in through here, kind of give it like a little shortcut path through the basin. There's viewing angle 1, viewing angle 2, viewing angle 3. All right, that is a wrap on our pondless here in Des Moines. It was a really fun one. We were able to get that big pooling area, which we normally don't do. It was kind of just like a miniature pond inside the pondless. That's the perfect depth for like water lilies and different types of aquatic plants that the homeowner is very versed in, and she knows what she's doing, so she'll be able to plant that up, make it look really good. We were able to get viewing angles hit that weren't hit before on the previous 2 features that they had. So now when they sit on their patio, they're able to enjoy it a little bit better. And this one it was really cool to see the grandkids, while we were working throughout it, just come and check it out and then actually get to enjoy the feature before we had even left on the last day. So that's just really cool to see what's to come, how they're going to use that as a family and how the kids are going to enjoy it. But yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, like it, comment something, subscribe, ring that bell notification. That way you can be notified when we upload every Wednesday. And then in the meantime, enjoy some of our daily shorts. And we will see you next week. Bye.